Hey guys, welcome to Raven's World. That's gonna be my new intro if I can remember. Probably not. I actually did an outtake of all my videos that I failed that I haven't uploaded that were like 2 or 3 minutes long, where I would mess up and start over, and it's just complete like collection of me going, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hi guys, hey guys, hey guys. Like, my god, I don't realize how many times I say hey guys, but it's probably because it's my go-to intro, so that makes sense. Anyway, in this video, it's kind of a follow-up to my coming out as gender fluid. Haven't gotten around to that to my family and stuff. But I have a whole bunch of exciting news. But also, it is part 3, I guess you would say. Part 3. Because I did a video on my other channel, the Angel Speak Project, about transphobia. Anyway, so in that video I said I was going to do a more open video about me as someone who's gender fluid. I guess I haven't really come out to a lot of people, but a lot of my friends are transgender, and a lot of them are female to male, and they're very, I can't relate to that because at a really early age, I just always felt like I was a boy. Like, I didn't start wearing dresses until like 5th grade, and even then I brought a towel to school because I didn't like my legs and I felt really weird in dresses and skirts and stuff. I'm just like, no, I don't want to be in here. I didn't start, like, after that, for the longest time, I stopped wearing dresses. It was probably like a 1 or 2 time thing, like for school pictures or whatever, but other than that I stopped wearing them until like 8th grade. 8th grade was a very weird year for me because gender dysphoria hit me pretty hard in 7th and 8th grade. I was pretty much the only girl in my class, so guys were constantly bugging me. So it was December of 2010, it was the 8th grade year. I dyed my hair blonde, cut it short, got this really pretty little black dress that I still have and absolutely adore. I feel sexy as heck in that thing. every girl needs a little black dress, that's all I'm gonna say. But I let my friend do my makeup and everything, and I walked around blind as a bat because I'm like, I don't need glasses. Whew, no glasses. Glasses suck. Contacts did not work for me. So it was very overwhelming because I got a lot of stares and a lot of compliments, and a lot of the guys that I saw every day were like, oh my god, it's a new girl, she's hot, da 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 da. That didn't last very long because I think it was in February of the following year I decided, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't remember if this was the same time that I insisted on everyone calling me Chris, because I don't know, for whatever reason, like, Chris is, that's my boy name, Chris. Started, dressing less feminine. But in February, I'd grown my hair out, dyed it black. It ended up coming out blue because hair dye sucks. Yeah, I went from blonde to blue. Actually, it's because we have crappy well water and it started like leaching out, so it was like this gray blue. So we ended up dyeing it again like in April, and it came out like Smurf blue. And I just had to rock it. I just had to go to school and be like, yeah, no, I didn't like old lady gray. I wanted, yeah, blue. They called me Blueberry. That was the smartest, stupid, like, nickname thing they could come up with, was Blueberry. I don't know why, but I rocked my blue hair. That was pretty awesome. But I did. I went by Chris and I dressed less feminine, and it was weird. But for me, my cat won't stop meowing. It's really annoying because he'll come to the door and go, hello, hello, hello. Cats, man, they got them creepy meows that sound like they're talking to you. Sometimes it sounds like she's saying, Mom, Mom, hey, Mom. What'd you call me? I'm not in here. Go away. Go away. She's my wake-up alarm. Like, if I sleep past 12 or something, she comes and meows at the door until I wake up. I'm off topic. Anyway, pretty much covered a lot of it in my other video, even though I said I wasn't going to. But I do encourage you to go watch that video as well. And if you haven't seen my coming out is by gender video, Gender Fluid, you should go watch that as well. I was hyped up on coffee, and it was like, I was sleeping. It was really like, oh my god. But I was talking about growing up and realizing at a young age that I liked girls. But back then I didn't really know what a lesbian was. So it was probably in like 3rd grade that I came to my mom and I'm like, Mom, what's it mean when girls like girls? And my mom kind of took it really bad, so I had to play it off like, oh no, I don't like girls. What are you talking about? Ew, girls, boobs, no, gross, ew, barf. I don't think I really liked girls. I just really didn't like guys, and that kind of followed me until like middle school and high school. I didn't really care for guys. I mean, I like, you know, hung out with guys mainly, but I never dated any because they were just like, yeah, gross. Boys were gross. Even like the few boyfriends I've had have been really, really feminine. They look like girls, you know, long pretty hair and all that, like little baby faces. Not that they're like underage. They're like, they were, you know, appropriate aged. Every time I say that, people are like, so you date like young men? No, my boyfriend now is 18, I think. Yeah, I say I think because I'm trying to think how old he'll be this year. You're younger than me, so yeah. He'll be 19 this year in November. He looks so cute. You've seen him. He's adorable. His name is Jackson. He's pretty freaking awesome. And the reason I adore him so much is because ever since like we first started dating, I knew, you know, like this kid's a little off. Like he's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's probably gonna be offensive. I'm like, he seems really feminine, but you know, we would tease him a little bit, and I ended up like surprisingly really easy to talk him into a dress. A lot of guys that are straight would do that. So I talked him into a dress. And, like, before we started dating, he had dated, like, mostly guys anyway. And so he was a little bit feminine at that point. But I talked him into a dress, and he was so pretty. This was, like, back in, like, February. But recently, like, as in the last week, I was telling him, since I go to Pathways, both of us go to Pathways, we don't have prom. And we recently discovered this lovely youth group here in Jacksonville. You know, it's really LGBT. And they're having a prom next month. And I made him a cute little video. A cute little video asking him to prom. Because he'd never been to prom. And I wanted to take him to prom. So he said yes. And I don't know who brought it up first, but I think we had discussed it beforehand, before I even asked him to LGBT prom, about maybe he was like me. But we were talking, and I kind of just said, you know, you can wear whatever you want. You know, you can wear a dress, you can wear a suit, you can, whatever you want, you know. And I'm so happy. Like, I can't express how happy I am. Like, I have no clue why I'm so freaking happy about it. You guys are over here, by the way. I have my other screen open, so there's more light. Also, I can watch my video being published. 4 minutes left. By the time you guys watch this, it'll already be up. Obviously, that's how math works there. Yeah. Time. I mean, not math. But, it's so excited. Tomorrow we're gonna go get his dress. And, like, for him, you know, he actually has one of my dresses at his house that he wears just, you know, to try being a girl or whatever. I have something in my eye. Oh my god. Oh no, it's the end of the world. The Markiplier syndrome's kicked in. No. Oh god. The more you rub the eye, the worse it gets. Just gonna ignore it. If I start blinking weird, sorry guys. You can't even see because my glasses. But like his mom would always tease him and be like, "Oh, she thought I left the dress there," but she's like, "Oh, oh, look, it looks like it could fit you. I bet you could fit it." And I really hope that she's supportive. My mother wasn't. You know, I kind of came out and went like, "So, Mom, like, I'm going to LGBT prom and Daxton's gonna go in a dress," and she's like, "Yeah, he's not welcome over here." And I'm like, "Yeah, ha 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 ha, it's a joke, ha ha." She was being really stupid about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, and you should wear a suit and da da da." The thing with me being trans, or not trans, but gender fluid, is that I'm 80-20, so it would make sense that I would want to wear a suit, but again, like, I don't, like, as a girl, I don't feel like I get to dress up enough and be frou-frou and cute and adorable. So my feminine side is like, oh my god, yes. You know, there's only been a handful of times, like my previous prom and my installation under rainbows, that I got to dress really feminine. Both of which times, when I was putting my little sparkly gown and I had my hair done and my nails and my makeup, I've looked in the mirror and went, holy shit, I look like a girl. And both of those times, it never really dawned on me why I would always say that whenever I was all dolled up until now. I think mentally I've always been like, no matter what body you're in, you're a boy. There are days when I get dressed up in like a dress or a skirt or something, and I still say, I'm a guy wearing a dress, and I'm comfortable with it. You know? And if I were to come out to people and say that, they would probably be like, well, you have girly parts. You're a girl. I don't believe the parts make the person. It's who you are mentally. With that being said, I think my main struggle was not to be identified as male, but to be identified as a female, because no matter, you know, it's a really strange logic, but the world around me views me as a girl, but I don't view myself as a girl. I've never viewed myself as a girl. It never dawned on me until, you know, the past month or so that I've always viewed myself as a boy. The reason for me always getting upset over people telling me that I need to get a boob job and stuff was not because, as any other girl who was, well, I don't know the term, I don't want to say flat-chested, but I am, they're there, but they're not noticeable enough. You know, there's no cleavage, like, hey boobs, how are you doing? You know, I'm good for hugging and cuddling and laying on my stomach and going upstairs and haha, back pain, screw you. So, all those girls with the big boobs that are like, haha, I have more than you. Cool story, bro. Female friend, person. Good for you, I don't want them, you know? And the video's almost done processing. Yay. Not that it matters. It was always because people were viewing me as a girl and decided that since I had a girl, you know, I had to have boobs to be viewed as a woman. With me, I've always viewed it as it's easier to dress how I feel 90% of the time. And when me and Daxton, like, move out, then both of us would be free to do what we want and dress how we want. I'm really, really proud of him because he would make a beautiful girl. And if with his permission, we'll probably post a crap ton of pictures from prom for you guys to see, because I want you guys to be just as proud of him as I am. You guys get to see him play video games with us in the future. He's done like a vlog or two with me for like charity and stuff. But you know, you you get to meet him. He's really awesome. But so proud of him. I think it's really cool because like the guy side of me, whether or not I'm going in a dress, it's gonna be like, holy crap, I have a boyfriend, girlfriend, person. I have a girlfriend. A girlfriend who's born in the body of a guy. I think my thought process is, oh my god, that's so cool, you know? Like, because I'm viewed as a girl. If I went with a girl, I'd be like, okay, cool, lesbians or something. Like, I don't know why I'm so insistent on this, but it's cool to be someone, be accepted as a person, and have someone accept you because they're the same way. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it did, because it made no sense to me, so it probably made none to you. But to have someone who's the same as you, you know, like straight people take that for advantage. It's like, oh cool, I'm straight, you're straight, that's cool. Like, you know, like with lesbians and gays, like one gay dude and another gay dude, happy couple, you know. Like with trans people, it's harder. Typically, we don't fall in love with trans people. We fall in love with, you know, people who are non-trans, that are accepting of trans. Or people who are gender fluid tend to fall in love with people who are just normal as well. I say normal for lack of a better word, but to have someone who is also gender fluid, who I can't, like, I'm so giddy about it. I'm happy because it's kind of like I have someone who will one day really understand, because he's just kind of discovering it for himself, and this is going to be a big step for him going to prom in a dress. And I want him to understand it's just as hard for me to go in a dress as well, even though I'm born in the body of a girl. Sorry, he just messaged me, and it is 2:30, so hold on. Sorry if you guys can hear this obnoxious typing. That was one blended word. But, I don't know my train of thought, my beautiful, I call him my princess, but I'm so proud of him. For me, it's not easy going to prom in a dress. Like, he makes me feel more comfortable being a girl. I think we had this misconception for the longest time, because he would call me his boyfriend, and I wasn't really comfortable with it. Because I've always viewed myself as a guy. I'm just trying to be the girl that I want to be. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if people are, let's say, you know, like we have homophobic and transphobic. I don't know. Gender fluid people, but it is definitely harder for us, because with transgender people, I was just debating it with my mom and telling her how upset I am that, you know, it's so easy for people to make hateful comments and tell trans people to kill themselves and be comfortable with their decisions to be assholes to them just because they're not okay with the idea of a man wanting to be a woman or a woman wanting to be a man. They're less accepting of that than they are a man, like, being with a man, or a woman being with a woman. So gender fluid people get it. They're not, you know, that's not a thing people know a lot about. You know, when I come across but I'm sorry, Daxon. When I come across another person who's gender fluid, it's kind of like, oh my god, this is so cool. And he, you know, Daxon at that point would be like, oh, that's cool, you have someone like you. And then he realized he was also like me, you know. I was more accepting of who I was because I've been searching for a meaning of who I was, you know. As much as I don't like your stereotypes and cliches and all that crap with, you know, as much as I don't want to be shoved in a category in a group, it feels good to be able to say, okay, this is what I am. This is what I have. I'm not a gay guy in the body of a girl that sometimes wants to be this, this, and this. I am gender fluid. I am a guy some days and a girl other days, and sometimes I'm in between. I asked him where he was, and he said school, and then he's like, sorry, school, S-K-O-O-L. That's a reference to Invader Zim, and also to Rose. And my baby sister's up. Sorry, my brain's all over the place. But, I'm so proud, like, to have someone who doesn't make it feel like an insult when he calls me his boyfriend, and he's really genuinely proud to be able to say that on days, like, he understands, like, okay, today she's my girlfriend, today she's my boyfriend. And that's why I think gender fluidity, That's a sexy word. I can't even say right, but it don't matter because it's sexy anyway. So, my pronunciation of things is terrible. You guys know that, but it's something harder to understand. Guys, can you calm down? I'm trying to do a video here. Jesus. Cheez-Its. Anyway, it's gonna be a lengthy video if you haven't guessed by 20 minutes in. But, I'm making pretties. I'm making pretties. I'm like, stop the video so I can show you my pretties real quick. I'm making this to match my dress. And this one I made for Daxie. It's a little weird getting into the habit of like making him jewelry and like picking out dresses and stuff for him. And Wednesday, if I haven't already told you, we're gonna go pick out his dress, and it's gonna be really weird because we're kind of lying to our family about it because they're not accepting of it. So he's gonna go in a suit or whatever, and then change into a dress and get all prettied up for me, and it's gonna be beautiful and fabulous. And he's probably terrified out of his mind, but you know what? I'm proud of him. If I can find the strength to get up and put on a dress and do my hair and makeup and all that and be a girl, then he can also find that strength, and I'm gonna be there to support him and help him through it and help him be whatever he wants to be. And it's weird because sometimes calling him my girlfriend, calling him my princess, but just to see how he lights up when I call him that. It's a little different for him, and he's not used to it yet, and it's always been something that he's kind of been like, I don't know, kind of ashamed of it, if you will. I don't know. But I want to encourage it because that's what people do when they love someone else. They encourage it. And I recently came across a video on YouTube from a fellow YouTuber in a group that I'm in. She posted a video how my husband became my wife, and she was talking about how when she married him she knew he was kind of feminine, and then he came out like 3 years later and said, hey, you know what, I'm trans and I want to be a girl. And I feel like that with Daxon, like, I'm proud of him and I love him no matter what, but if he came out and went, by the way, I want to be a girl full time, I'd be like, okay, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, that's no different than who you are now. You don't fall in love with someone because of what's between their legs, you fall in love with them because of who they are as a person. Like, I don't define people by what they were born with. Like, I was born with female parts, but that doesn't make me a girl. And I know a lot of people are like, well, technically it does. I've grown up with a lot of homophobic people. I've grown up with a lot of people, naysayers, and people who are still really extremely hateful towards trans and LGBT in general. To come out as gender fluid is going to be a really hard thing for both of us, and I think it's going to be easier to come out together, and to have the support of our family and friends. I've met a lot of fans just by simply coming out, and I feel like one day in the future Daxon will also be able to make these videos with me, and this whole channel won't be all LGBT because I'm still kind of sensitive about it, and I know there's going to be a hellstorm one day of hate and dislike, and I'm not ready for that, you know. I want to support the LGBT and be out there and be like, look at me, I want to inspire people, but at the same time, I don't want that to be my main focus. But in the future, definitely me and him will be making videos for the LGBT, and I would love to meet Jazz. If you guys don't know who Jazz is, she's this beautiful transgender girl that I've followed for the, past 4 years since she's been on social media. She's just now really got popular because trans is getting really popular. I would love to meet her because she is MTF, and I feel like that's kind of the route that I go most of the time. So I would also really like to meet, find a famous person who comes out and goes, by the way guys, I'm gender fluid, and kind of open the world up around us to what it means to be gender fluid. Daxon, stop texting me. He's like, He's just typing. I'm like, I'm doing a video, be quiet. You guys can't hear him, but he's typing. And it's annoying. But anyway. I lost my train of thought. Oh no. One day I hope to meet a famous person. Not in person, but just to have a famous person come out and go, by the way, I'm gender fluid, this is what it is, and it's okay. And to have someone to look up to, and maybe I'm dreaming big here. Wait, ow. As a mentor, an admin for various LGBT and suicide awareness and anti-bullying pages, I already do this on a daily basis, inspiring people and saving lives, but maybe if I can't find someone in the world that's gender fluid to look up to, like Jazz is to young trans people, I would like to be that gender fluid, me and Daxon both, to be those gender fluid peoples that people look up to, that we have young kids that are going through what we're going through, hear our stories, and learn with us, and be inspired by us, and even, not even just teens, I know I have a lot of adults that are trans and gender fluid, bi-gender, that are inspired by my first video, and it's because of them that I, one day, once I find the strength to get past the hate that I haven't really faced yet, I want to start making videos more regularly on the topic, and I want people to ask me questions, and I want to help people, and I want to grow and learn with them what it means to be gender fluid, and what it means to get over the phobias that people have for themselves and for those that are different. But me and Jackson will most definitely do videos together about this. No, if you're just joining me, this channel is not just going to be about LGBT. It will be vlogs and anime and all kinds of awesome stuff, but understand that it's Raven's world and it's my world. It's about me and Daxon and our journey in life to be whatever we want to be. It's cosplayers and gamers and vloggers and gender fluid awesome sauce people, So there's more here in our world than we think right now, and hopefully years from now. Just stop distracting me, Daxon. Hopefully you guys are around to watch us grow and watch us overcome the struggles. Because one of my favorite quotes that I really think you guys should know is, no one ever stumbles over mountains, I don't, just to paraphrase it, you don't stumble over mountains, you stumble over pebbles on your way to the top of the mountain. And the greater the struggle, the higher you have to climb, the harder you have to work to get there. Just imagine the view when you do. It's going to be beautiful, and you get to look, one of my other favorites is, rarely do we think, we're always so concerned at how far we have left to travel that we don't think about how far we've already traveled, the struggles that we've already made it through. We're more focused on all of the pain and hurt and trials that we have ahead of us that we don't think we can make it through, that we often forget that we've made it through so much already to get where we already are. And that, the little hurdles that you have to get over is nothing compared to, Stop it, Daxon, I'm trying to be inspirational. You guys, in the next video with him, you guys need to be like, you feel up for distracting her. But, life is full of challenges, and some of them we choose to accept, and some of them are just kind of thrown at us, and we have to struggle through those. But you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only option you have left. And that's actually a quote for autism. So pretty much it goes with anything you have to deal with, Life is hard, but you're a fighter. You're strong. You can make it through it. No matter who it is, whether it's your family or your friends, their opinions don't matter, I'm extremely proud, I'll admit it openly that I am a little scared, proud, even more proud to be able to go to prom with my lovely, princess. Proud of him for being able to do so, because I know it's really hard for transgender people to go and be who they want to be, and that was what me and my mom were discussing, and I was so violently angry and upset about how people who are homophobic and stuff, no matter how you're raised, probably stepping on feet here, but no matter how, even if I hear it a lot from my mom. Oh, I'm okay with gays and lesbians as long as they're not pushing their beliefs on me. I want someone to explain that to me. When people are mad because lesbians and gays and trans are trying to make it in the world like straight people are, we're not forcing anything on you. One of our children from the International Teens Against Bullying that we lost was a transgender girl, and she ended up committing suicide because she'd just come out. She was just, you hear stories like this all the time. I know a lot of people are blind to it, but there's a lot of transgender women and men who commit suicide because they openly come out and they try to find the strength to be who they want to be in life, and they're killed because people don't want to understand that, or they're bullied to the point of suicide because people don't want to understand. People want to be like, well, you're pushing your beliefs on me. I don't want to see it. I really wish we lived in a world where people understood what it's like to wake up every day and look in the mirror and hate yourself. Like me. Like, I'm always on the fence. I wonder if there's a phobia of gender fluid people, because transphobia is a lot different, And it's understandable, At one point in time, it was weird to think of a woman marrying a woman. And now it's weird to think of a man wanting to be a woman. It's going to be hard once there are more gender fluid people willing to come out. People are going to be like, they're going to be asses. The things that I've heard most of the time is, you don't belong. You need to make up your mind, what do you want to be? Why not both? Why can't I be both? Why can't I be a boy one day and a girl the next? Because that's how it is. I don't choose. That's just me. People are so hateful and judgmental of things that they don't understand. They don't want to take the time to understand something, or just ignore it. Like, I hear it all the time. That's not what I was raised to believe. Yes, but do you take a moment to step back and realize that you're writing all these hateful things about trans people and lesbians, and you're being really mean to them, and you want to say that they're forcing their beliefs on you, but they're not. You realize how much strength it has for, I think I'm really inspired by Daxon to be able to do this, but for someone who's trans or gender fluid to come out and dress like, as Daxon and come to prom as a girl, as much hate as he's going to face, as much, not actually at prom because it's an LGBT prom, but from people around him are going to be judgmental. I find strength in that, because it's like how hard it is for a transgender person to look in the mirror and go, I'm a guy, but I want to be a girl. Come out and, go through that and decide enough's enough. I'm going to be a girl. I'm going to change my name. I'm going to get hormone replacement therapy and grow my hair out and do whatever I need to do to become a woman. That takes a lot of strength, and I think people who are against that don't realize how much of an asshole they are. To telling people, just based off whatever beliefs you have, that it's wrong for them to feel the way that they do. It's wrong for them to want to be happy with who they are. And the amount of hate comments that I've read to the transgender community about, just, it almost makes me choke reading it, because it's like, why are you so hateful? The amount of transgender people who commit suicide or have been murdered on the street just because people see them and go, hey, there's a guy in a dress. I don't like that. Why do people believe that we're in the wrong for feeling the way that we do, for loving who we love, for not feeling like we are meant to be what we were born. And maybe to even your belief in religion that that's a sin, maybe that's wrong, but shouldn't you stop for a moment and think that maybe your reaction is also a sin? Killing people just because they're not what you want them to be? Killing people because they love someone that maybe that you believe that they shouldn't love? Dressing how you think they shouldn't dress and act? It should be even more of a sin to be that hateful and to encourage people to commit suicide and to bully them and to kill them for being who they want to be. That should be even more of a problem nowadays than people focusing on this big outburst of LGBT. You know, people being so upset that gays are getting married, that, you know, we recently had a few people come out as transgender in the community. Everyone wants to have this uproar about, what, you can't be that, you have to be this for us. That should be more of a problem. People oh, that's so cute. Daxon. Sorry, Daxon being adorable, but like, ooh, sassy, sassy. My mom's getting sassy with the baby, so I probably have to wrap this up. But I just feel like people should stop. Like, even if you don't like something, by any beliefs in your face, we're not saying, hey, look, we're two lesbians, we're getting married, haha, fuck marriage. Yes, like, a lot of people believe marriage is between a man and a woman. Marriage should be between two people that love each other. If someone who is born a guy wants to be a woman, so be it, let him. That's not directly affecting you. You might not want to look at it, you might not want to hear about it, but that just means you should ignore it. People get more upset over finding out that someone's transgender, or finding out that two lesbians are getting married, than they are over the fact that there are massive amounts of cyberbullying, suicide, and murders in the transgender and LGBT community. There's a lot of, you know, straight people that are committing more crimes, literal crimes, than those LGBT. And I'm terrified out of my mind for even putting my opinion out there, because we are on the internet, on the interwebs, and when you do that you get so much hate. But I'm doing it, and I'm proud of myself, and I want people to watch these videos and realize that no matter how much hate comments I get, no matter how much people say that I'm wrong, I want to persuade them otherwise to believe that they have a right to be who they want to be, that they have the right to love who they want to love, and they don't have to hide it. You don't have to be in the closet anymore. You should be able to come out and be happy with who you are, and if people don't accept you, then that is their problem. There's nothing wrong with you. There's everything else wrong with the world around us, and we need to start shaping it the way we want it to be, the way it needs to be. People are scared that the LGBT is going to take over the world, but they don't realize how much their hate has taken over the world and made it impossible for the world to change for the better. Sorry if I'm getting overheated, but I'm just really upset how stupid this world is around us to believe that the LGBT is doing more harm to the world than the homophobic people are, the transphobic. We should be able to live in harmony and love who we want to love and be who we want to be, and there shouldn't be a problem. And as long as we hold on to the beliefs of years ago, things won't change. Ignore it if you don't want to believe in it. My cat is being annoying. Hello, hello. She says hello to you guys. Say hi. Hello, cat. You probably can't hear her, but just, like, right now you should just be like, hello, cat. So when someone walks in and hear you saying that, they'll be like, who are you talking to? We don't have a cat. Is her name Cat? She can't hear you. No. But anyway. But I want, you know, no matter how many dislikes I get, no matter how many hate comments I get, I'm not going to reply, I'm not going to care, because this is my opinion, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. Just like, you know, you have a right to word your opinion on hate, I have my opinion to word my opinion against it. Just like I think you should ignore what you don't like, I'm going to ignore your hate, so, you know, you feel free to type it. It's going to be ignored because nothing you say against me affects me, because I love me, and the people who I matter to love me. You know, even if I get hated by my family and friends for coming out as gender fluid, it's not a big deal. I'm still the same person I was when I was born, very much. You don't change. You don't wake up one day and go, boom, I'm gay, boom, I'm a lesbian, you know? But I want to inspire people, and I will definitely do more videos on this and videos about me coming out, and I would love to record a video about me and Daxon coming out together, because, like, prom is our little secret, but I really wish we could come out and him, you know, our families be proud of us, but they're not, so we'll hide who we are for the time being. And I can't promise you it's going to be one of those heartwarming, oh, I'm so proud of you guys for coming out videos, because it probably won't be. There'll probably be a lot of hate, but whatever. Be proud of who you are. Love you. You're the only person who matters in your life. And boop. That video's done. My trans talk video is done. Hold on. Bump. If you want to talk about somebody, or not about somebody, if you want to talk to somebody, if you want to give some words of inspiration, even if you want to make a video in response to this, or about any topic whatsoever, I do have another page called the Angel Speak Project, where we do, I posted my video on transphobia, and I will be doing more videos on that channel. You guys are welcome to send me. Keep this one and me coming out as gender fluid thing specific to this page because it's more personal to me, but the other one is for everyone else. So if you want to send in a video, you're welcome to stop over there, see what we're all about, send in videos, tell your story, inspire others, make friends, help the world become a better place, you know, one person at a time. For every person who's terrible and closed-minded and hateful, there are more loving, caring people. They're just hiding in their closet, scared to death about coming out and doing what needs to be done and changing the world for the better and helping others. And I encourage you, you know, I am there to help unlock that closet door and pull you out and be like, hey man, I got cookies for you, because I love you. So I'm weird and I'm proud, but I love you, and I will see you in the next, I don't know where my mouse is. Oh no. Okay. There you go. I can't end the video without my mouse. It would just be an awkward, like, 5 minutes of me waving. But I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.